Hi, everyone. Rachel here with my dear friend, Alyssa. We are both trained coaches in the Academy for Coaching Excellence. And we're doing this video because if you're like us, you have been having a few weeks of uncertainty, lots of changes. And with that, at least for me, has come a lot of anxiety, fear, worry, and doubt. And that's totally normal. And we're here to share that there's a way to shift your experience. And our trainer, the founder of Academy for Coaching Excellence, Maria Nemeth, who's a master coach and a PhD psychologist, shared with us a practice that you can use to train your brain to shift its attention from focusing on anxiety and worry in any given moment to shifting instead to creative possibility. We're really excited to share this tool, and we hope that it's really supportive.
It's so great to be with you, whether you are already a client of ours, a friend of ours, a family member, or we're meeting for the first time. It's just so fun to get to share this with you. So join me for a moment in this metaphor. Imagine you are walking down the street and there's a human with a dog connected by a leash, and the dog is just pulling at the leash and trying to go this way and that way and barking up a storm, and the human's pulling back, and they're obviously in a disagreement and not having so much fun. And on the other side of the street is another human and a dog connected by a leash. And the dog is, happily trotting along next to the human, looking up at him and waiting for the next cue. And the human might let the dog wander off and sniff this and that, and then pull him back to keep walking down the street together. And it's really clear who's making the choices here and who's following. Some of the experts of dog trainers say that it's pretty normal that dogs really love to know who is alpha, who is in control. And actually, by being so trained, the dog can really have a happier time. And the human, too, in the scenario is really just having a much clearer, happier time and experience. So that's kind of the natural order of things in that scenario. And that's what we're looking at as a metaphor to train our brain, right? Just lovingly look at the amygdala in the brain that might be feeling fear and worry, like Rachel said, and train it to shift its focus so that we can have some more spaciousness and attention for our own creativity and connections that we're going for in life. So this is a practice that we'll try out together, and Rachel's going to do it with you. And all you'll need is a piece of paper and a pen. And really, once you decide to shift your brain to do the things that you want it to do, it's malleable, it's possible. So are you willing to become a master of your own brain? So get out that paper if you are, and a pen, and draw two rectangles, one on the left and one on the right, just the way Rachel is demonstrating. Go ahead and do that. Perfect. And then on the left, above the left-hand rectangle, write as a sentence, not a question, what I am anxious about. What I am anxious about. And underneath the rectangle, write 7 seconds, because it's about 7 seconds that we need to focus in on something that we're anxious about, because it's already charged up, ready to go. Great. And on the right side, perfect. On the right side, at the top, write what I am grateful for. Did you see it coming? Gratitude practice. What I am grateful for. And underneath this box, write 17 seconds, because we're giving the amygdala enough time to change its state. 17 seconds. Perfect. Great. Awesome. So now take a moment and just think of one thing that you have been experiencing that, something that you're anxious about lately. One thing, and write it right in the center of the box on the left. What I am anxious about. It's just that one thing that kind of keeps popping up, causing you to worry. Write that in the center of the anxious box on the left. And keep breathing while you do it. And then on the right-hand side in the box, write one thing that you are grateful for. And really, in this one, really pick. Great, Rachel, so courageously showing hers. It's great. On the right-hand side, write one thing you're grateful for, and pick a thing that really warms your heart, really lights you up when you think about it, brings a smile to your face. One thing you're grateful for. Great. All right. So let's give this a try. So here's how it's going to go. I'm going to have my timer here. And first I'll take a breath, and then I'll say to focus your attention with your eyes open. So it's a training, not a meditation. Focus your attention on the left-hand side, the thing that is bringing you some anxiety, what I am anxious about. And then when I say shift, you'll shift your attention over to the right side and really put your whole being into thinking about the thing that you are grateful for. Okay? And then I'll say stop after 17 seconds. Take a breath. Here's rep number 1. Here we go. Begin. What I'm anxious about. And shift. Keep going, keep breathing. And stop. Great. So Rachel, what was your experience there?
Well, when I was focused on what I was anxious about, I felt really heavy and like there was some nervousness in the pit of my stomach and a little overwhelmed. And when I shifted to gratitude, there was an experience of lightness and joy and just real gratitude for this present moment and for what's going well. There's a warmth that kind of spread through me.
This is great. This is great. And so, you might have something similar to Rachel of kind of like a quick relief sensation. And what I would say is that that's great. And if we really want the long-term effect of training our brain, just like any training that you might do at the gym, you need to do it a couple times and really practice it. So we're going to do it 2 more times now, because the suggestion is really to do it 3 times in a row, 3 times a day. So we're going to do it 2 more times together here and just feel what it's like to do 3 times through, just telling your brain lovingly, like you would train a dog with so much love, how to do it. Okay, so are you ready to do it 2 more times, Rachel? And everybody else? Great. All right, so take a breath. Focusing in on the left-hand side, what I am anxious about. Here we go. Begin. And shift. Yep, keep staying with it and stop. Great. One more time. Here we go. Begin. Looking at the left. What I'm anxious about. And shift. What I am grateful for. And stop. Great. Well done for really giving that a try 3 times through. It's great. It's really just so wonderful to have this practice so that we know that we're not just waiting around for the brain to calm down, which is unlikely that it will do that. We're really giving it a direction to focus on and lovingly training it throughout the day. So it might happen that you feel anxious at another time that's not one of your set training times. And if you do, as though you were talking to a dog or talking to your brain, like, oh, honey or sweetheart or whatever your endearing term is to your brain. I hear you. I get that you're anxious right now. And we have a time set for later where we will work on that. We'll deal with that then. No worries. We'll deal with that then. And, really just letting your brain know that you get to decide when you're going to focus on it and how you're going to focus on it. So you are becoming really the master of your own brain. So thanks so much, everyone, for trying it today. And I hope that you really give this a shot where you try it morning, middle of the day, and evening for at least 3 days. That's kind of the minimum to really get the juice of the training. And, if you want to keep going, the great next level up would be 30 days. So you can try it out for 30 days. And whatever you choose here, whether it's 3 days or 30 days, really know that we're with you in it, and let us know how it goes. The thought of all of our friends, clients, family, and new friends all trying this practice, Rachel, doesn't it just make you excited? I mean, what
It really does.
the world can do when we get a little bit more spaciousness and attention for all the other things we want besides dealing with fear and worry. So lights me up to think about sharing this practice with you all.
Yeah, something that I love about learning a new skill and sharing a practice like this is that we don't have to do it alone. You're with us in this video. Alyssa and I are here together, and we've actually created a new opportunity for us to continue practicing, shifting our attention together. You might have noticed that what I was anxious about was money related, and Maria Nemeth, who is the founder of our school, who introduced this practice, she started this type of work decades ago with a course called Money and You. And it was all about your relationship with money, and how you show up with your relationship with money is kind of indicative of how you might be showing up in other areas of your life. And by shifting your relationship with money and shifting it from fear and anxiety to possibility, you can also shift the rest of your life. And so because of that, Alyssa and I have decided to offer a book study of Maria's book, Energy of Money. And we'll be meeting for 8 sessions starting in a few weeks. We're excited to be offering it donation-based, so pay what you can, no one will be turned away. And it's going to be a really empowering space to come together to practice shifting and looking at our anxiety and then shifting to what might be possible beyond that. And we're kind of teasing this right now. You're the first to hear about it in this video. And we're going to be releasing more information on our book study, as well as registration links on April 1st on our websites. So you can check out my website, which is dangerousdreams.org, and Alyssa's website, alyssalions.com, on April 1st for more information about how you can hop in with us and study the energy of money. So how is your relationship with money right now, and what would you love it to be? How can you train your brain to shift towards possibility and creativity? We're really excited to offer this and hope to see some of you there. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and let us know how your brain training is going. Let's keep exercising those muscles of creativity and possibility, because you all have such brilliant things to share at this time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.